Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Chapter 5, Diagonally, pages 73 and 74. Thief, you've been warned. Beware of finding more than treasure there. Like I said, you'd be mad to try and rob it, said Hagrid. A pair of goblins bowed them through the silver doors. They were in a vast marble hall. About 100 more goblins were sitting on high stools behind the long counter, scribbling in large ledgers, weighing coins in brass scales, examining precious stones through eyeglasses. There were too many doors to count leading off the hall, and yet more goblins were showing people in and out of these. Hagrid and Harry made for the counter. "Morning," said Hagrid to a free goblin. "We've come to take some money out of Mr. Harry Potter's safe." "You have his key, sir? We got it here somewhere," said Hagrid, and he started emptying his pocket onto the counter, scattering a handful of moldy dog biscuits over the goblin's book of numbers. The goblin wrinkled his nose. Harry watched the goblin on their right, weighing a pile of rubies as big as glowing coals. "You got it," said Hagrid, at last holding up a tiny golden key. The goblin looked at it closely. "That seems to be in order. And I've also got a letter here from Professor Dumbledore," said Hagrid importantly, throwing out his chest. "It's about the you-know-what in Bus 713. The goblin read the letter carefully. "Very well," he said, handing it back to Hagrid. "I'll have someone take you down to Bus Balls." The Griphook was yet another goblin. Once Hagrid had crammed all the dog biscuits back inside his pocket. He and Harry followed the Griphook toward one of the doors leading off the hall. "What's the you-know-what in Vault 713? Harry asked. "Can't tell you that," said Hagrid mysteriously. "That is secret. Hogwarts business. Dumbledore's trust me. More than my job's worth to tell you that." Griphook held the door open for them. Harry, who had expected more marble, was surprised. They were in a narrow stone passageway, lit with the flaming torches. It sloped steeply downward. There were little railway tracks on the floor. The Griphook whistled, and a small car came hurtling up the tracks toward them. They climbed in, Hagrid with some difficulty, and were off. At first they just herded through a maze of twisting passages. Harry tried to remember left to right, right, left, middle, fork, right, left, but it was impossible. The rattling cart seemed to know its own way, because the Griphook wasn't steering. Harry's eyes stung as the cold air rushed past them, but he kept them wide open. Once he thought he saw a burst of fire at the end of a passage. Twisted around to see if it was a dragon, but too late. It plunged even deeper, passing an underground lake where huge stalactites and stalagmites grew from the ceiling and floor. "I never know," Harry called to Hagrid over the noise of the cart. "What's the difference between the stalagmite and a stalactite?" "Stalagmites get an M in it," said Hagrid, "and don't ask me questions just now. I think I'm gonna be sick." The end.